Another morning arrived, and once again, AMA prepared for school. But before she reached the classroom, there was someone she could never forget. The elderly woman beneath the mango tree was waiting for her. AMA didn't have much money. Every coin mattered to her. Yet each morning, she willingly gave up part of what she had so someone else could have something to eat. But AMA's classmates had started noticing what she did every morning, and instead of admiring her kindness, they began making fun of her. They laughed at her. They called her foolish. They wondered why someone who was already struggling would give away the little food she could afford. Their words hurt, but AMA refused to let their laughter change her heart. AMA heard every word, but she kept walking. She knew they didn't understand. She wasn't helping the old woman because she had plenty. She was helping because she knew what it meant to have nothing. As she did every morning, AMA placed the food into the woman's hands. She smiled gently and sat beside her for a moment. The old woman had begun to notice something special about AMA. She had seen people pass her every day without caring. But this young girl, who had so little herself, continued to give. One morning, the elderly woman finally decided to ask the question that had been on her heart for many days. She wanted to know why AMA kept helping her when everyone else simply walked away. AMA thought quietly before answering. She knew what it felt like to struggle. She knew what it meant to be hungry, to have little, and to wonder whether there would be enough for tomorrow. AMA explained that she didn't help because she was rich. She helped because she understood pain. She knew how it felt to have no home, no food, and nobody to care. And she couldn't watch another person suffer when she had even a little something to share. The old woman could no longer hide her tears. For years, people had judged her by her clothes and her appearance. But AMA had looked beyond all of that. For the first time in a long time, the woman felt truly seen. As AMA walked toward school, the elderly woman watched her disappear into the distance. Something had changed inside her. She had made a decision that would eventually change AMA's life forever. That evening, the old woman carefully wrote something on a small piece of paper. She folded it, placed it inside an envelope, and kept it safely. The message was short, but its meaning was much greater than AMA could imagine. The following morning, the old woman gave AMA the envelope. She asked her to keep it safe, and promised that one day, AMA would understand why she had received it. AMA didn't understand what the envelope meant. She only knew that something about the old woman's behavior felt different that morning. It felt like a goodbye. The next morning, AMA returned with breakfast. But the old woman was gone. Her basket was gone. Her walking stick was gone. Everything had disappeared as if she had never been there. AMA refused to give up. She walked through the village asking everyone she could find. But nobody knew where the old woman had gone. The more she searched, the more worried she became. Not one person could tell AMA where she had gone. Even the villagers who had seen AMA helping her every morning were shocked by her sudden disappearance. That evening, AMA returned home with more questions than answers. She placed the mysterious envelope on the table and stared at it for a long time. AMA had no idea who the old woman really was. She didn't know why she had disappeared. And she certainly didn't know what was waiting for her inside that small envelope. But one thing was certain. The woman she thought was a helpless beggar was hiding a secret that would soon change AMA's life forever. And when AMA finally opened that envelope, nothing would ever be the same again.